All right, what's up? It's Matt.
And Willow.
And we're watching 86, episode 3, I Don't Want to Die.
When I said and Willow, I wanted to say I don't want to die because I was reading it. That would have been crazy.
That would have been wild.
I like almost said it because I was looking at it on the
Yeah.
screen when it started. Anyway, well, I don't want to die, but here we are. At least we're not in war.
Yeah.
You know who is in war? Spearhead.
86, Spearhead
The
Squadron.
86s.
Yeah.
They're people, and not everyone cares, but Lena cares.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we're at.
Pretty much, yeah. She's about the only one, other than the 86, who seems to care.
That's tough.
Yeah, I don't have too much to say.
I feel like we talked about, if you watched our last episode, we kind of talked a lot about the situation. I kind of feel like we've still pretty much just set up like the communication, like Lena wants to help.
Mm-hmm.
Hasn't really got by the fact that she has privilege. She doesn't really understand the 86s yet.
Yeah.
But they're at least like, the lines of
They're
communication
cordial.
open. She is making them do paperwork, which I'd be pissed about.
Yeah. I thought it was funny in the last episode when Shin was like, I don't know how to read that well, and he's reading a book while he's saying that. That was funny.
That was funny. Yeah, so I'm excited to just jump into it. I feel like if you want our recap up to this point,
Yeah.
watch the last one.
I didn't mention this last time too. We were
Mhm.
talking about Lena being useless, like of changing things in the capital San Magnolia.
Yeah.
But it's also, I thought it was interesting. I should have brought this up last time, but Shin was ahead of her on commanding them and everything, so it's almost like she is useless on both fronts. Like she can't even help them with what she's
That's a good
supposed to be
point.
helping them with, and
Yeah.
she can't really do anything to change their situation there.
That's
So she's
a really
almost
good
just
point.
like stuck in this spot where she wants to help but can't.
Yeah,
do
she's
anything.
like she's a well-meaning ally,
Yeah.
but she's not really doing anything. That's an
Yeah.
interesting. I didn't fully think about that.
Yeah, because he
Um,
was kind of like ahead on the planning. Like, not she said, or he said that her planning wasn't like bad if they weren't already on.
Yeah, it's
on
like
board,
the
but-
textbook thing to do, but
Yeah.
they've learned. Yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. Is like Spearhead Squad's kind of just doing their thing,
Mhm.
and it seems like previously the handlers would probably get mad about that, and then they'd. I don't
Yeah,
really know. We don't
that's
know.
I think that's an interesting part at this point because
Yeah.
that isn't up something to drive one of these privileged people to suicide.
I
Like,
know. So
yeah.
what are you doing?
That's interesting.
Well, maybe we'll find out this episode.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's get into
Oh,
it.
jeez.
Kirschblut.
What happened? Oh my god. Whoa.
Oh,
これが本当のグランミュールの外に生息する豚
ん
ヤマです。
そういやちょっと時間かかりすぎかも。
I'm having a girls'
つまり
night.
水浴びただいま河原は
Girls' day.
この世の天国。
Oh.
ダメダメ絶対ダメだ
Oh, jeez.
Oh, boy.
そんなこと言うなよお前。俺たち明日死ぬかもしれないんだぞ。
ハルトお前そればっかじゃねえか。
わかったよ。
冗談じゃない。俺たちは
Oh, they're
男女にな
going.
る前に大切な仲間だ。
at least Die is being a respectful man, you know.
Staunch comrades. Got your guns in the water.
I guess you gotta have your gun ready though if you're gonna
I guess
get
that's
pulled
true.
up by Legion sometimes.
Is that Kai?
Kaye, I think, or Kai, yeah.
どういうこと？見方を変えればあんたもシンも当番ないんだから口実作って二人にしてあげればよかったわよね。
Oh.
私別にそん
Oh.
なんじゃないもん。どこがいいの？
It's always great setting up some romance with the people who
Yeah.
are going to war to die.
悪くないと思う。
Yeah, I'm sure that's not gonna end badly at all.
ちょっとカイエ。そうかそうか。
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
bro. The heavy breathing.
して許されることでは。
むしろダイヤが一番見て
Then
る。
why don't you guys not, dude? You're the one who's just like in it, bro. You're not looking at them.
目標達成。
Oh.
Everybody with the guns. You
They
were
were
right.
quick with
You
it.
were so right. Oh.
ダイヤ、今までありがとう。
Oh my god.
どうしたの？ダイ
あ
ヤくん。
アンジュ。
まあ大丈夫かしらダイヤくん。
Didn't they have like a little bit of something going on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that was the one they were making fun
Oh
of him
shit, that
for.
was a sick throw.
Yeah.
で、クレナがね、シンはダメよ。あの死神ったらきっと顔色も変えないわよ。可愛く
Damn,
ない
he's so cold.
Yeah.
そんなこと言ってないもん。ちょっとやめて。
This girl's not fooling anybody.
No.
それでこととは
やばいって何？
Oh lord.
どうかしましたか？
ネズミが出ただけです。
みんなと一緒に過ごせてる大切な時間なのに。
Oh, I see.
明日死んじゃうかもしれないのに。
今だけだって。そのうちお姫さんの方から繋いでく
I
る
don't think she will.
Yeah.
お互いに暇つぶしたよ。
でも白豚なんかに気を使ってやることないんだから。シン、あんなのとっとと壊しちゃえばいいのに。
死んだって別に好きで壊してるわけじゃねえだろ。
あいつら白豚はパパとママを殺した。ゴミみたいに射的の的
Check
に
this
し
out.
た。白豚はみんなクズよ。絶対に許さない。
Understandable. Yeah, yeah.
本当にキルシビリューテ。ああ、
Oh.
見ている端からいくつもの星が。
Oh
Or
wait,
the
she's
start of the
Kira.
episode.
Oh no, she's so dead.
Yeah, Kaye or whatever her name
Yikes.
is.
とても数えきれなかったよ。
あの時、妙なことを口走ったのは、俺の一生の汚点だ。
Oh,
なんて言ったんだよキザ野郎。
言うかよ、バカ。最後に見るのがこれなら、
he did
悪
some.
くねえかもな。
Oh, there you go.
It's a wholesome ass thing.
That's a nice thing to say. Damn.
Yeah.
なんで言うかね。
もうあんなのは見れないだろうな。
You might
私
not.
も見てみたかったです。
Oh god. Now
そ
I'm.
ちらでは見られなかった
So we got Shin and Raiden have been together for a minute, it seems like.
Yeah.
こちらで
Now
は
I'm
実は
sad.
ほとんど見えないんです。はあ、そういえばそうだった
They were
かも
probably
しれない
joking
な
at the start.
Yeah, they were. It was just a little. They were joshing.
Yeah.
普段も星が綺麗で、それは間違い
Playing
なく
so fast.
ここでの
I
暮
know
ら
it
しの
damn.
いいところだ。キルシュブリューテン、私たちを恨んでいますか？
Hey, some of you. Yeah, probably.
それはもちろん差別されるのは辛いし悔しい。収容所での暮らしは辛かったし、もちろん私だけじゃないだろうし。
Oh, I understand the game.
同じようにあればにもいい人がいるのはまあ私は会ったことがないけど仲間の何人かは知っているから分かってはいるんだ。私からも一つ聞いていいかな？はい、なんでしょう。
Hmm.
ねえな、なんで私が
It was an interesting conversation though, because we got like Karena saying she hates all the Alba no matter
Yeah.
what, but like Kai had a little bit more like the nuanced take on it.
Yeah.
And then she implied like meeting good 86 or good Alba, I forget exactly which, and then she looked at the other blonde guy.
Yeah.
So it implied I think he's
ご心配なく、私たちは
That's
同
a
じ人
big
間
map.
としてしっかり信頼
Yeah,
関係を
holy.
築けてるもの。
Oh.
何？ディナーおごりね。ありがとう。これでまた力になれる。見えてないと。パラレード。
Hmm.
she has a one-track mind.
同調大将スピアヘッド。申し訳ないのですが、もう少しお待ちいただければ。
Oh, she's looking for the cat.
猫ですか？
ここに配属されたばっかの頃に戦車砲を食らって吹っ飛んだ家の前でいい意味。
Oh.
親とか兄弟は
Fuck.
だったんすけど、こいつだけは。
Oh god. Okay.
で、なぜかアンダーテイカーに一番懐いちゃったんだよね。
改善を要求するぞ。ブーブー。
名前は何というのですか？
黒、
白。
人間。
キティ。
I really like that as the.
いくらなんでも適当すぎるからやめてよ。
最近そっち見て声か
I
けて
just realized she's got kind of some big wing nuts.
なるほど。
Hell yeah.
どうしてそんなこと。
Important notes.
Oh, that was when the girl
Oh,
was slamming the
right.
door.
こいつがまた珍しい犬でさ。
Oh, I see.
私も見てみたかったです。流星。
She got a damn ugly doll over here.
I know she does.
その方々
It's like a platypus looking guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
ハンドラーは何でしょう。あなたは
I love this.
Yeah.
These are very important military documents.
それは昔戦場でプロセッサーの方に助けていただいたことがありまして、国を守って戦うのは市民の義務で誇り、俺たちは戦うんだ
That's a crazy take to have as
助けてくれ
86.
たあの
Is
人の
in
その
fact
言葉に
a crazy take
私
to
たち
have.
は答えねばならないと考えます。ハンドラー1、あなたは少女だな。
Got her. Got her.
間違ったつもりだな。その時だと思っている女の子みたいというか、
That's such a funny term.
Yeah.
抱いているというか、その
That's true.
ともかく私が言いたかったのは、あなたは悪い人じゃない。だから忠告するのだけれど、あなたはその役目に向いていない。私たちはそんな非常な理由で戦ってなどいないし、後悔する前に。
Yeah.
Damn.
That's a really good. Oh, this is so interesting.
Yeah. I like the like flipped perspectives too. I think that's such an interesting
too.
choice.
Oh gosh, Rip Kai. Starting to get to know them a little bit more.
Yeah.
ガンスリンガーを今より西方向。
そうだろガンスリンガー。
みんなの助けになるなら何だってするよ。
Oh, she's gonna die.
新しい地図でも見つけたの。便利だね。構いません。活用しないで何のため
Hell
の情
yeah.
報ですか。
That's a way to help at least.
それから
Oh.
He's a beast.
Yeah.
このレーベンどうしてこんなところに。レイコシア、私が左から狙う。
Oh no.
了解。キルシブリューテ。動けない。
Oh no.
やだ。死にたくない。
Dang.
Oh Jesus. Oh shit.
戦闘終了。戦隊確認。
Don't say that. Well, I mean, I guess you have to. But... Oh fuck.
キルシブリューテのことは。
当死のが家に帰ったらすっかり忘れて夕食楽しめる程度の話だろ。
Oh man.
そりゃこっちだって暇だったからさ。そういう時まであんたの偽善に付き合ってなんかいられないってそれくらいわかるよ。
偽善。
それとも何 ?86 って呼んだことはない。呼んだことがないだけだろ。あんた、僕たちが望んで戦ってるとでも思ってるのか。あんたたちが閉じ込めて。そもそもあんた、僕たちの本当の名前さえ一回だって聞いたことがないじゃないか。
That's the point.
Yeah.
Damn.
本当に。
Jeez. Well, there we go. Episode 3.
Wow.
Rip. Kaye Kirschblutz.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I liked her too. She was cool.
She was cool. That was a really good episode.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
This show is a little hard to talk about like during when so much is going on.
I know,
That's
I
the
feel
only
like I
thing
was just
that's,
like-
for the
Yeah.
reaction wise is a little rough, but I don't know. Still a great show.
Yeah.
I don't know. Where do you want to start?
Well, I think like just from the beginning, like we've already kind of talked about it a little bit in this show, but like I feel like this is whenever you're watching like, a show that's good. Like I feel like Free Run a lot of the time we were just like, wow, it's really great because they're doing this and they do it every episode. But like
Yeah.
I really liked how they're just like doing everything right to get me invested. I guess like they're.
Mhm.
Like it was a really like funny moment with the boys spying on the girls. Like that's a classic vibe.
Yeah.
But like I like how that translated into the girl who has the crush on Reaper
Mm-hmm.
getting her backstory because he's spending so much time talking to, like, it all just like ties in so well.
Yeah.
And like reveals information and makes you care about these people. I don't know. So like that was good. I'm sure we'll get to the bigger stuff, but like it's so interesting them talking about like how like, oh, you're fighting for a noble reason, you're doing everything you can to help, and she like saw like the good part of the map, which is
Mhm.
like she always sees the good and you're a good
Oh
person.
yeah,
It's like,
yeah. That's a
oh,
good
there's
point.
this advantage point, but she didn't notice like the wetlands.
Yeah.
Like that was so cool.
Yeah.
I mean, like, not cool, but you know what I'm
No,
saying.
but like mirrored. It's
Yeah,
cool, right?
Cool for the show.
Yeah.
we're gonna be doing this a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, was there a place that you wanted to start, or something that you
Not
wanted to?
really. I don't. Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah,
I don't know exactly where to start. Yeah, I agree though. I think like this, like kind of goofy bath scene.
yeah,
That's like an anime classic. As like, I think it does a good job of setting up a lot of like the characters, like the 86 characters, like seeing their personality and seeing like the, I don't know, human sides of them, and then
Yeah.
then immediately flipping to like, yeah, I don't know.
yeah. It does a good job of like, I don't know, just making you. I'm trying to think like what the best.
Yeah, I don't know how to put it into words.
Yeah.
But
I think it's just the kind of thing that like you expect from
Mhm.
like a group, and so it's like, yeah, of course they'd be doing this kind of a thing,
Yeah.
and you know that it's going to turn bad, but it's still like, I don't know, it's just, and the same goes for when they're hanging out and talking about the meteor shower and everything. I thought that was a really really good moment. I like the swap in perspective.
yeah,
Definitely got some more nuance, and the differing opinions from
yeah, I like that.
the different people. I think like the blonde guy clearly maybe doesn't really agree with Kai, but also maybe the blonde guy sort of had some ties to that. Like there were some bad 86 and there were some good,
Yeah,
or
what,
different feelings about it.
Oh, they said something. I'm gonna go back real
Yeah.
quick. I forget if they said he had a good experience. Oh, yeah, she said not that I've met any good Albas, and then she looked at him. Some of our comrades have, and that's when they
Yeah.
credit. So like, I think that's implying he's met good Alba.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
has
yeah.
had an experience with them. But that didn't really apply to what you were saying. I just was trying to
No,
think
but
of-
that's no. But
I couldn't
that's
remember if
interesting.
she said he had good experiences with other 86 or other Alba because they
yeah.
were going back and forth.
No, it was happening a little quickly.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think really the core of this episode was like, we were talking about it a little bit last episode. Like she is so good,
Mm-hmm.
but she also like doesn't really get it.
Yeah.
You know, like she's
Like it's still ingrained in her to not really view them as humans, even though
Yeah.
she's trying to view them as humans.
yeah.
Like at the last, I think this is like the highlight of the episode is that last dialogue like
Yeah.
rant by, which I think is the blonde guy, this guy,
that makes a
the
lot
one
of
drawing.
sense.
Yeah,
That
I
makes
think
a
he's
ton
the
of
one
sense.
who's going off.
Yeah,
But like I feel like that really, like I mentioned it last episode, highlights how much like
Yeah.
even as much as she wants to help, like that doesn't just like, I don't know, fix all of the stuff that's ingrained in her and all the issues, and like she doesn't even realize like she doesn't view them as human enough to even like ask for their actual names in
Yeah.
that interaction, even though she's trying to do good. I don't know, it's really interesting.
yeah, and that's something like I think something that you see sometimes in. I know that it's depressing to talk about the real world, but I feel like this show's gonna make me talk about the real world every episode. But like
Mhm.
something that like I don't know, like left like some like activism stuff or like more like progressive politics does is like, you know, be like, oh, we're helping these people in this poor country, or we're doing this thing that like they didn't really ask us to do, but we're doing it. And like there's kind of like this, you're doing like a good thing and you probably mean well. Like most of the people involved in that probably
Mhm.
really want to help, but they're not like equipped with the knowledge to actually know what those people want. They're not like communicating with them.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like performative because it's more to make her feel better about her job in some ways. Like,
Yeah.
and I know that she really is trying to help as a character. I don't think there's any doubt in that. But
That's why I
like,
think her character is really good. 'cause,
Yeah.
like she clearly is a good person in the sense that she's trying to do all the right things. But
Yeah.
it's like, yeah,
and you know that he's kind of like, he's both wrong and super right in that end part when he's like, you don't tell. Like, she's not really doing all the work that she needs to be doing yet, but
Yeah.
she's also trying her best to help and really does feel like she thought that was
yeah.
what she needed
I think
to do.
she is like trying her best, but
Yeah.
she doesn't know.
She doesn't really know
what to do. like,
Yeah.
or is even aware that there are like things that she should be doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think this episode, like as a whole, did a really good job of like putting that forward and examining that.
Mhm.
I
think that's also a really common thing in the real world too, of like people, if you're like, I don't know, raised in a household of a bunch of people who are racist or something, you're like, not even if you're not trying to do
Yeah.
anything malicious, like you're gonna have connotations in your mind or whatever, like going
Yeah.
forward that like you don't even realize.
No,
that you have,
exactly.
like-
It's all like system, like whether it's like racism, sexism.
Yeah,
Like all of
that was
these
just an
things are very
example.
like societal
Mhm.
and very like you don't, even if you're not a bad person, like honestly most people in any country where terrible things are happening, like the average person is probably not a terrible person,
Yeah,
but they just don't like have the tools or like the knowledge or like the experience with the people who need the help to like
Yeah.
really get it. And that takes a lot of work. That's not easy, and so I think it's cool that the show is gonna help her do the work. And
Yeah.
they're gonna help her do the work. I think also it illustrates like she's pretty lonely.
yeah,
Like she's kind of just sitting in a room talking to people. Like all the war stuff aside, like they have this community that she doesn't have. She's just kind of like hanging
yeah.
out.
She has her one
friend.
friend, but they don't even really like connect in the same
No,
way.
they
'cause
were
you could
like
tell like they weren't even on the same page. Like,
no, they were having two different conversations.
Yeah.
So I feel like the show did a really good job, like without really talking about that, of showing that too, and like she wants to kind of be part of all of it too.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I didn't really think about that part, but that I
Yeah.
completely agree with.
really
after you bring it
good.
up,
Oh my gosh.
yeah. We got some more names of people and stuff.
Yeah.
I know. Haruto's the brown-haired guy.
Yeah, he was being a little shit.
Daya, I think his name is the blonde
Is the
guy.
blonde
who
guy.
likes Anju.
Anju,
Then
Kai, Rip.
Karena is the
Karena,
red-haired girl who
yes.
likes Shin.
And then
Raiden
Raiden.
is
Yes.
the second in command, Shin's
Yeah.
bestie.
Yeah, so they've been together for a long time. I know you brought that up when we were watching. but
Yeah, they said their whole other squad got wiped out aside from those two.
that's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you think we go after this conversation? Like what? Because like I feel like you don't go from that conversation to just linking back up again and going like, all right,
No,
day two, how we doing, everyone?
I'm really interested to see if because she could stop linking with them, and then they're kind of like that's what they're expecting. But I could also see her like she kind of has the power because she's the one who can link in. So like
yeah,
I could see her kind of doubling down.
like they
which might
can't
cause
cut her off.
problems.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like I don't know if then the squad's gonna be like, oh, this bitch, and maybe he's gonna start doing some of those things that like they kind of seem like, because also it seems like it's him.
oh yeah,
'Cause she was
they
like-
brought, I
forgot about that. There's
yeah.
a lot in these episodes. I feel like this is one of those shows where after we stop recording, I think of more things.
Yeah.
That I'm like, oh,
It's also a lot of like they sprinkle in a lot of important stuff, but it's like in that small dialogue,
Yeah.
like during conversations, so it's harder to remember everything.
yeah,
But she said, or it was between Daya and Kareno when they were talking about
yes,
that. But like, he was saying that Shin breaks them, but also that he doesn't want to break them. He
Yeah.
never like intentionally does it. And she was just like, "Oh, I hope he does that soon, so
I
we can get
know.
rid of her."
So that means like it's kind of all him, and he's like doing it to protect them.
But we don't
Maybe.
like. It
What does
sounds
he do?
unintentional, though.
What
Like-
does he do? Like? Does he just is he just so frustrated? Like I get they've built him up to be this frustrated guy, but like I don't
Yeah.
understand. Like 3 people committed suicide.
Like I could see something
what
like
is he doing?
the conversation at the end as like a form of breaking someone.
Oh, for sure.
But also, I think that only works on Lena,
On her,
because
yeah.
like someone else is just gonna hang up and be like, "Fuck you,"
no, exactly.
and not care.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the thing is like you can just hang up. So like what
Yeah.
is he doing?
Also, he probably wouldn't even have like the care to go off on someone who never cared to begin with.
Exactly.
Like the fact that she's like
That's a good
talking
point.
to
That's
them
a good
every
point.
day. Like it also doesn't seem like the other handlers like they only come when it's battle time.
Yeah.
They just tell them where they are
For
and
sure.
ignore them.
Yeah,
or
that's kind of
whatever.
common.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I could see that being a form of like breaking someone, but I just don't see anything that they say working on someone who does not give a
Yeah,
fuck
who's like
about
in the
them.
classroom and
Yeah.
from the last episode. No, that's a great point. Like, yeah, I don't know. And they keep talking. There's like this through line. It wasn't really in this episode, but like the parts getting transferred, the
Mhm.
voices of the dead people. Like, I wonder if like the robots carry some part of them, or like, I don't know. That's getting into stuff that we haven't really like confirmed or anything yet. But
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm so curious if maybe he has other ways through like the tech of breaking them, or like
Yeah,
doing-
because they did bring up in the first episode the like connection with the para raid, and they how if you connect more than it was either sight or hearing or whatever. Like if you
Yes, then
connect
it makes
farther
you-
than that, then you have potential to have
Yes.
issues. I forget what they specifically said.
Yes, and they also said that they were like pretty explicitly. I think in the first episode they were like they're hearing the voices of the dead or some shit like that. Like
Yeah,
maybe he can link them in more. Like,
maybe.
that'd be crazy.
I don't remember if they said it in the first episode. I think they said that, but it was like
It was
I
like
don't-
stories about.
I think it was a little bit more ambiguous of like potentially not literally hearing the voice of the dead. Like
Yeah.
they didn't specify. Like it could be maybe, but like not,
That,
but
not
like if you
yeah.
like more so just like haunted by all the people that have died, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that makes
Like
sense.
I don't think it was clear in episode
Yeah, it
one
wasn't
what they
like
were
this
talking
is
about.
what's happening.
Yeah.
It's like it was something like this.
But they did say that.
yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Oh man, lot to take in.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you wanted to cover?
Not really.
Okay.
Do
This-
you have any thoughts on Shin? How he just like doesn't talk to anyone and reads his book and vibes and
I
is
just feel
polite
like
or whatever.
he's got a lot of issues. Like
Yeah.
he has to. Like I don't know. I'm really curious to see if there's something that causes him to be the one to talk to her, or like something that causes him to like really react. Because
Yeah.
he's like so like hardened by war. You know what I mean? Like he's just killing his friends when they're about to die. Like he seems very unfazed because he like has to be. Yeah, it seems like everyone relies on him. So I don't know. I'm really interested to see. Eventually, I imagine he's going to open up a little bit.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Because it's almost like he's taking on a lot of the burden that like all of them should be feeling,
Yes,
but it's like
for
they
sure.
can almost live a little bit more like
Peacefully. Because
Yeah,
he's the one
peacefully.
handling it all.
yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of times when people are doing that, they're helping everybody to take on everybody's problems. They have a lot of problems that they're not
Yeah.
addressing. Shit.
Yeah.
Not to be your
They're just like
therapist.
self-sacrificing at that point essentially.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. It's really interesting.
Yeah.
A
A lot of stuff set up. We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I don't have anything else to say for this
No,
one.
I think for now, I mean, maybe just like we did from 2 to 3 in this episode, like maybe we'll have some more stuff to talk about in the start of the next one.
Yeah.
But, really cool show, really interesting show. Thanks you guys for sticking around for. I know we're only 3 episodes in, but I hope you're enjoying it.
Yeah.
And a little bit more serious discussion, I guess, in some senses, but definitely really good. I'm hooked. I can't
Yeah.
wait to watch more.
Yeah. It's really good. I feel like I knew you would like it probably
Yeah.
too. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll see you
Anyway.
guys for the next one. Thanks so much.
Yeah. Peace out, y'all.
Bye.